when we put the new fuel line through, we didn't actually measure the flow. We didn't check and measure the flow. So when it came to start the engine, we put fuel just in the right tank because we were waiting for some new fuel drains. Started the engine, everything was fine. We did a lot of ground testing, and prior to flight testing, we filled both tanks and left both cocks open, flew around the aerodrome and then flew further away. On the day that we ended up on the beach, we of course we changed the fuel drain on the left tank and made such a mess we decided to leave the right tank until it had less fuel in it. It had about 10 litres. We filled the left tank with enough fuel for the trip to ORN and set off, and some way south of Martins Bay Beach, quite a long way off the coast, the engine started to splutter and eventually stopped. We were quite a long way off the coast, and all I could see underneath was a lot of fairly rough sea pounding on some little islands or rocks, and looking to the mainland coast, that was all rocks as well. Anyway, I put the aircraft into a glide and set off towards the coast, but further north, and it wasn't a direct line back to the coast, the main coast, and landed uneventfully. Fortunately, all the people on the beach were building sandcastles up the northern end, so that left the southern end, which was a bit rocky, free for us. We found that there was plenty of fuel in the left tank, but none on the right. We transferred it with cans, by just draining it out and filling a tank. So we had enough fuel to take off. When we got the aircraft back to the hangar, we found that there was a kink in the fuel line that we'd replaced from the left tank, which is of course where we'd put the bulk of the fuel for the trip. And so at least we knew what had happened. Despite the fact that we did a lot of really good work together, because we rebuilt the engine from the core, and that's needs quite a lot of precise engineering work. And that was all done, and we worked together. But on this occasion, for replacing the fuel line, we didn't, and because it seemed, in a sense, trivial. And so I think the lesson is that even the small things matter, especially where fuel's concerned. We made the assumption that it had worked before and it would work in the future. And so a rather trivial thing, really, put the aircraft on the beach.